You can hear us? The internet? Hi,
Hello, internet.
What's going on?
God damn it. All right. All right.
All right, that was a really professional start to the stream. So,
Can you put the bracket just next to our
faces.
faces? Yes.
There we go.
Perfect.
Awesome. Cool. So Don't Park. Okay. So we had to fight the winner of this.
Yeah, we played Unknown Day already, right? And,
Yeah. We played him in pools.
Yep. And Don't Bork on the Grass is basically SRL. So cool.
All right. Yeah, pretty much us and Chimera went through the whole bracket with all pools without dropping a game, and I believe that Don't Bork, or was it Don't Bork on the Grass or Got 2 lost only one game.
I think it was Got 2, only lost one game.
Gotcha.
They were playing like really, really well.
Yeah.
And they had a really tough set in their last set. I forget who exactly they were playing. I think it was it might have been Bobo's team.
Yeah, I'm actually like kind of surprised that some of those teams didn't make it through because like after like the initial like high seed low seed matchups, there were some really close games.
I mean, in all honesty, there's enough teams here that like a ton of people could have made a final bracket if it was more than 6 slots. So
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean they're gonna get their second chance in the amateur bracket, which
Definitely.
is probably gonna be a lot of fun. So.
that's gonna be a huge meme. It's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, like a lot of the lower seeded teams were just like teabagging and messing around and trash talking and stuff yesterday. It was really fun.
I know some of them. I just can't associate the names to them.
All right, cool. So yeah, they're setting up the lobbies right now. We're gonna be able to get some direct intel on the teams that we're about to fight. So
Heck yeah.
this
It's a perfect opportunity for us.
the wrong people to throw on the mic for this. That's Perps. Kind of.
Stop moving.
Yeah, so interesting that we stole Lux from SRL.
Yeah.
Because they won Squid Storm last time.
I mean, that's our secret weapon. That's how we're going to win.
I just disrupt stuff and Lux kills them.
He's the land monster, honestly.
Yeah, Lux is
Although,
really just good in general.
Perps has been going off.
Yeah. I think Perps has gone like at least +8 like every single match we played.
I'm pretty sure.
Except for like one.
And then meanwhile, we're both going 0-3, and then he goes 9-1. That was one of the best games I've ever seen.
I mean, it's kind of the game plan, like to support 2 Slayers.
Yeah.
We have a reason for going negative. Although I had some good matches. You did too.
Yeah, I definitely, especially in this warm-up here, I was playing
Oh
pretty
yeah,
well.
the warm-up game's really fun.
Yeah, the warm-ups were awesome.
Because we swept one of Chimera's legs out, and they had to like play with like a random person, and they just memed around.
Yeah, they couldn't find Pixels, so I think they just, who was it, Spectre playing? Somebody.
I think Spectre was playing.
Yeah.
I
Meanwhile,
think one different person was playing in the very last one. I think someone else hopped on for Spectre, and then we had to be responsible and actually set up. Sharing this room with us is also like Smash 64, which has been pretty cool. And just in general, a lot of Smash players have been like coming up to us, like showing interest in the game, being like really friendly. We sent out some links to like Squidboards and like Academy and stuff like that. So it's like I'm like pleasantly surprised about how pleasantly surprised the Smash players are about us.
Surprised that they're pleasant.
And considering the fact that we're probably going to be kind of like piggybacking on a lot of these Smash Brothers events.
Yeah.
Out of like necessity, it's like pretty cool that everybody's getting along.
Yeah, it's definitely a very good sign. I like it.
Yeah, I haven't felt any animosity or however you pronounce that word.
Animosity. Well, part of that might be because we're in a completely different room than most of them. So.
True. Which is nice because at really big events, it only takes a few people with BO to.
Yeah. I mean, we get very little BO in the Splatoon room, so I'm pretty okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, Squid Storm smelled nice too. If that's that's not something weird to say. But yeah, let's talk about LAN.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's one of the best experiences I played Splatoon. I mean, things like paint instantly getting on the ground and sticking people is amazing. And like your movement feels powerful now because you're not just like trying to like you're not making the initiative to try and juke people. You can actually juke people on reaction.
Yeah, which is like really nice, especially when you're up close in someone's face. You can actually look at where their gun is aiming.
Yep.
And move away from it.
Yeah.
And just that by itself makes close range combat so good. Because normally when you're playing online, you just have to have like kind of like almost like you're running a drill. It's like you do something that's really tricky to aim at and just hope that it works.
Yep.
But when the response time for the connection is instant, you can react more. Like you can still do like your kind of like predetermined like pattern or whatever, but you can mix it up in real time, which is great.
Yeah.
And also what you said about paint on the ground, like. I know, like, after Squid Storm, we were saying how, like, oh, like, mid-range weapons are better on land and, like, the close-range weapons aren't as good, things like Dynamo and such. But I think that the fact that when you swing with the Dynamo, if you're in, like, a safe, good spot with the Dynamo and you swing with it, the ground is instantly painted under people's feet.
Yeah.
Which means that, yeah, like, people can react to your swings a little bit faster, but if you play the Dynamo properly, you just trap people. For your team and for you know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, while a lot of things, like, little things change on land that makes you think that one weapon's worse, and then, like, when you're in this situation where, like, things are kind of happening the way they're supposed to, these weapons, like, find new tools. So it's, like, kind of cool how, like, everything gets a little bit smarter.
Yeah, like, Dynamo just, like, becomes a full-on support weapon, honestly. It's just, it's so good when teammates react to what the Dynamo is doing. But it can't kill anything.
Yeah, it kind of has to, like, punish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or, like, catch people off guard.
It has to kill. It can only really kill people that are distracted by other teammates.
Yeah.
So.
Or people that kind of challenge the Dynamo improperly.
Yeah.
Which you can challenge the Dynamo a little bit because you don't have to, like, guess how much latency there is to try to get in between flicks. But I've seen, like, a lot of the Dynamos, and, like, when I was playing Dynamo in some of the casual games, it's like if someone just tries to rush you, you can, like, instantly react and you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can just bring it down to the ground. But it also has a thing where, like, I've heard like one game yesterday. Like, I heard a Dynamo come up behind me, and I literally just, like, swam away from him. And before the Dynamo had jumped, started its swing, and finished its swing, I was completely out of range. So
it's like that with Luna's
super strong.
It's like that with Luna's too. You know, like online, if a Luna shoots at you and you back up, the second shot hit on his screen, so you're dead.
Yeah.
But unless the Luna gets, like, a really nice shot that paints your feet, you can actually back up.
Yeah. Also, there's not many people playing Luna.
There's really not.
I think I've seen, like, one Luna this whole time.
I saw BSME doing it.
Yeah.
And BSME went, like, 20-3 with it, so, like, I don't know.
I mean, that's BSME, so it's a whole different thing. It's like him and Boo are the only ones playing it. Like, but Boo didn't even
Boo's
play
been playing a lot of CRB.
Yeah, Boo was
and he's been doing really
CRB.
good with CRB.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, he didn't get into, like, the top 6.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit brutal getting to a top 6 instead of a top 8, you know what I mean? You know, especially when, like, he's, like, on more of a pickup squad.
Yeah, that was definitely a last-minute team. I mean, he didn't have a team until, like, 11 a.m., an hour before the tournament started. So, I mean, they did pretty well for that. I got to give it to
Q
him.
wasn't able to come until the last second anyway.
Yeah. I mean, Q, I think he actually missed the first 2 rounds, and we had to switch the bracket around.
Yeah, they had to switch up the bracket because he just found out that he got here. I think he did, like, a stream, like, a couple nights, like just, like, I don't know, like 3 days before the tournament.
That morning.
Yeah.
So he had just, like, flew in later than than the tournament needed him to be there. So.
That and Wolf kept having to play Melee and slow us down. Gosh.
Wolf. Although the one time he was, like, super late is because he was just sitting over here watching another match and he didn't realize that he was supposed to play.
I didn't know that.
I walked in here and it was like he was, like, just chilling playing Pokemon, watching people play, and I was like, dude, Wolf, you're supposed to play right now. Go.
Stupid Wolf. Oh, did Stream see the joy emoji plushie I got him?
I don't know.
I hope so. I know there's pictures. Where's Wolf at?
Wolf. Oh. Joy emoji. He's going to scream, "It's lit."
Oh, gosh. He just threw it at me. All right. Well, here's a preview. You guys can't see it. Never mind. All right, that's good. So Wolf – wait.
Yeah, here it is.
So Wolf is going to hold this up like Lion King and scream, "It's lit." And we'll have it on stream. I'm going to try to throw this back at Wolf and miss. I actually landed right next to his chair. He, like, hit some poor pedestrian when he threw it, so I hope that's a sign that I'm going to have better aim than him when we fight. All right. Ira, get us off stream. Gosh. There's no more plushie.
Cool. It looks like the SRL with a different team name is pretty much set up, and we're just waiting on the other side right now.
I guess one more thing I want to chip in about how LAN is different is that, like, I didn't, like, try to abuse this at Squid Storm because they didn't really think it through that well, but the Rainmaker is ridiculous on LAN. Like,
yeah, it's especially close to mid-range. It's so you can actually, like, just hit people.
It's like a hyper shotgun.
Yeah, it's like a shotgun. That's what it is. And it's like Long range, it's way worse. Like you can
Oh
like,
yeah, long
react
range
to it and
people
run away, but
can like dodge and stuff like that. But the way that the Rainmaker does hit detection, and we know this because of that like God mode glitch that they had for a little bit before it got patched, was that the Rainmaker only hurts people if you hit them on their screen, which is different than a lot of weapons. So up close, it's really hard to hit people because when someone's right next to you and you shoot, but by the time like the delay over the internet happens, they can move out of the way. But on land, if you just shotgun someone with the Rainmaker, they die. Like I got a triple when we were fighting Legends, when we were fighting Unknown Day yesterday, which should have just been a double and me scoring the Rainmaker, but instead of painting the pedestal, I went for another kill because it was so much fun.
Yeah, I was sitting there right in front of him, and I killed like 3 people. And I was like, run it in, run it in. He's like, no, I got to kill people. And then we spent the next like 3 minutes just like not winning.
Making sure that we didn't lose after that. Yeah,
like, let's not lose now.
Yeah,
please.
make sure I don't throw. All right, let me bring up the map list real quick, just so.
Yeah, I was trying to find that and I couldn't figure out where it was.
I put it in our team Discord.
Oh, okay.
It's
it's the same one as yesterday.
Yeah, it's the same one as yesterday. Yeah,
they were already picked.
It's all right. Everybody will just make fun of you. All right, and bracket round 1.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to start out with Splat Zone's Flounder. Then we're going to do Rainmaker Salt Spray, Tower Control Urchin, Splat Zone's Museum, and Tower Control Bluefin.
I am almost sad we aren't playing this round because it's actually, except for the Rainmaker Salt Spray, I would love to play all of these.
Yeah, a lot of them are pretty fun. Splat Zone's Flounder is actually like a pretty fun game type, of course, and unless you get locked out.
Yeah,
but it gives me an excuse to play Carbon some more.
That's true.
Which is really fun yesterday.
So in other news, we got this fancy new player cam. I can almost reach it, but I need to get like 3 feet further.
And it has that big sign on it that says, please don't touch LOL.
Yeah, please, please go away from this.
I think Legend noticed that there's a camera next to him.
Yeah, so that one, the person that's closest to your screen right now, that's the Legend himself.
The Legend.
And then Locke right next to him, and then I think, who's that on the end?
The one who's replacing Albino himself, the Legend.
Boo on the end there.
Locke.
Looks like he's subbing in.
Boo, you're not playing here. Wait, is Boo playing with him?
Is he subbing in?
He might be.
I think Boo's subbing in.
All right, well then Unknown Day just got...
They just got a lot more threatening right there. Wow, this is going to be cool. This is going to be a great match, actually.
Yeah. Man, it's too bad. I mean, Legend's actually really fun to watch, but it is a little bit too bad we don't get to see Boo's perspective because he was directing everything yesterday.
When we played them, Legend was like the only one who could kill me because his stupid bamboozler was like hard countering to my custom jet, and I was just like, no, come on.
Yeah, that can be pretty rough for you. Fortunately, I'm a pretty decent matchup versus bamboozler. I just turtle him and pretty much try to make him as useless as possible.
So which bamboozler is he going to pick?
I love the fact that his main 3 weapons are just bamboozler, bamboozler, and bamboozler. And then for some reason he's got Octobrush, Carbon Roller, and Crack-On Roller. I guess when he gets tired, he just like, instead of going the hardest weapon in the game, he tries to get the easiest weapon.
It's like, I don't want to aim anymore. Come on. Let me just use the Octobrush now.
This is going to be Flounder Heights. What did he go on? He went, I think he went the...
I don't think he went Boozler on Flounder Heights.
No, he did go Boozler. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I think he went the wall one on Flounder last time. But okay, he's going to go Octobrush. Look at that. Unless he just heard us troll, or heard us in his trolling. Nope.
I mean, he's within, like, earshot, so...
Yeah.
When we're talking crap about him, he can just come smack us on the head.
Yeah, Legend. All right, so here we go. First game of the day.
Unknown Day versus Don't Bork in the Garage.
Splatter Shot.
Was that a Splatter Shot 10 attack on the other team?
I think there was a 10 attack on the other team.
There was
definitely a hero shot.
I think there was one regular Splatter Shot on the other team as well, so this is actually going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and Locke, I'm pretty sure Locke's using the build identical to my Splat Sense build with ink recovery, so expect him to be kind of like covering for Legend here, which might be one of the reasons I didn't go Bamboozler, because he already has that long range coverage.
Yep.
While Legend just goes here for this flank.
So yeah, he's got this massive flank, and somebody already was watching him, squircling him up.
Yeah, the thing that's unfortunate about Octobrush is when you're going for flanks like that, you kind of have to just put yourself in danger and just hope that they don't.
You just have to cross your fingers that they don't notice you, and then hope it pays off. And if you're running quick respawn, you can just keep doing it over and over and over again. But
unfortunately, he's not wearing quick respawn. He's running more of a Slayer build, but he might. Oh no, his teammate catches this kill, and he's going to try to get the kill up top and gets it.
Nice.
Ooh, taken out by a Dynamo. while letting Zuka goes off, so his team's going to have to lay low for a second until the Zuka wears off.
Yeah, that Zuka was perfectly timed because that 2 of the other team had actually just died, so they were still forced to stay back because of that Zuka.
They turned like a 2 down into pretty much almost a wipe situation with that special.
And they got zone at the same time, so it was basically perfect.
Yeah, really good play. All right, Legend going to leave this beacon here and be an Octobrush trying to paint a wall. There's a Dynamo here, so I don't really think that Octobrush can really dance that well with a Dynamo in this kind of situation, but he does have Kraken.
Yeah, he just needed to do exactly what he was doing, run away.
All right, he's going to have to back up here, go towards his teammates, who can have his back if he doesn't get killed by a longer range weapon right now. Able to paint the wall. I think actually holding the trigger down as you fall might actually paint a straight line in that situation. I'll have to try it out later.
Yeah, that's something worth testing right there. So he's in a really good spot right here.
Rush up here, sniper, and I think that's a splatter shot.
Oh, blocked by the box.
Gosh.
And that is a splatter shot.
Wait, I think that Dudos and Locke might have identical builds on right now, except Locke, if you listen to me, will have 1 less sub of damage because you don't need it.
Got to be extra optimal.
Oh yeah, especially with a gun that's so gear dependent as that one.
Yeah.
Having that extra Inksaber sub lets you keep shooting after burst bombs, which is really nice.
I think one of the only weapons in the game that's more gear dependent than that is probably Grim Ranger Blaster.
Yeah, Grim's really gear dependent. Yeah, but like unfortunately for Unknown Day, this game has really turned into like a big, long-lasting neutral situation, but they don't have any points on the board. Yeah,
they haven't been really milking out any points, and but don't work on the grass. Like every time, you know, they get into a neutral, they just end up with the zone afterwards somehow, and they get points off of it.
But here we go. We do see a zone being taken, so let's see if Unknown Day can convert this into about like 60 points. They lose control of weight, unfortunately. I think that Legend might want to actually kind of stay up top.
Yeah,
because it hasn't been working out for him when he goes down like this.
Yeah, he seems to, like every time he's been going down here, he just keeps getting watched and then cleaned up as soon as he tries to make a move. So I think he really just needs to stay up top and shark on a roof. Although this time they didn't notice him, so let's see if he can get something big here.
And he's behind someone. A lot of this wall is already painted for him, so he's not going to take too long to get up here. Sneaks behind the sniper, which is really good for him. Ooh, no! Gets taken out by the Dynamo again.
He did get the trade, so it was somewhat effective, but he doesn't have the quick respawn, so it's not as effective as it could have been.
Yeah, and SRL has the zone right here, so not the best time to trade. Although it's a 3v2 situation for his team, depending on what's going on up top, they might be able to get zone here.
Charger's watching him right now, so he's going to have a hard time getting it in here.
Ooh. Kraken goes off. Going to get this kill here, but he has to not get revenge killed afterwards, which looks like he'll be able to do pretty fine. Don't get killed by the splatter shots. I think the splatter shot might have died. Nice.
That was a good time for them to get the penalty right there because they had just cleared the penalty on the other team.
All right, that wasn't the worst situation ever. Like there was a trade right there, but most of those people alive on SRL are still respawning. So with some good repositioning, they should be able to get some time here. Yeah,
he also got a good 2-for-1 there. He killed 2 for that second trade. So it definitely helped out.
All right. Unfortunately, his nemesis, this Dynamo, who's been killing him all set, is in zone. There's a bomb going off. Oh no!
He couldn't do it.
Inkzuka kills him.
I think I saw one more special there, so Don't Bark on the Grass is going to have a huge advantage right here.
Yeah, there's only 46 seconds left. If they can like stall just a little bit and use those specials to stall it more, it's going to be really hard for Unknown Day to get points on the board.
Yeah, Bork doesn't even really need to have control. They can just make sure they have one roof completely on lockdown.
Another kill right there. Now, Locke is doing the right thing, and he is like kind of burst bombing the Dynamo to stop him from being that effective, but it just hasn't really helped Legend out that much. So
yeah, and also the Dynamo's putting himself in really great spots that are like nice and safe, and also are punishing just everything Legend wants to do.
And keeping the zone painted. But speaking of zone painted, Unknown Day does get the zone at the last second, so they could have an overtime victory right now if they just make sure they keep control.
Yeah, as long as Legend stays here and just keeps that zone their color, it should help us out.
All right, I think Legend might have to kind of stay on this side of the map and let his teammates handle that.
Yep.
So there's a bomb rush going off over here. So this bomb rush, all right, and I think that ooh no, someone's got to paint the zone.
That was the worst thing that could happen right there.
Yeah.
Butter got a really clutch kill.
All right, he does have that light depletion Kraken, so we might be able to see it being used. But oh my God, someone got a quad. Ooh, but unfortunately dies in the zone again. Butter's in zone right here.
They still have control though.
2v3 situation. I don't know where the enemy team is right now.
There's one behind them on the roof and one pushing in from the front, so they're splitting their focus really hard.
So they definitely need to stop this Dynamo from stopping the timer over here.
He just needs to paint.
Gets a kill. No, Dynamo kills him again.
You need to paint within the next 5 seconds, otherwise it's game over.
Burst bombs can do. Oh no! Really close game, almost an overtime comeback right there, which is, of course, pretty hard to do on this map, but they almost pulled it off. They were within like 15 seconds of Splatoon time. So
yeah, I mean, Unknown Day, like at first it kind of seemed like they were just gonna get choked out right there, and then right at the end they start like it looks like Boo went off. Actually.
Oh yeah. Again, Boo being that threat.
Boo is a huge Slayer threat, and like basically every team that was playing against his team yesterday was saying that they were targeting him, and he was actually kind of mad about it because, but he was still going like huge positive every single game, even with people targeting him. So he's just such a threat.
Let's see, what map do we have up next? We have Rainmaker Salt Spray. Yeah, I was gonna say Legend's probably gonna be going back to Boozler. Now I don't really know how to build Bamboozler. But I would, I personally, if I was going to, try using Bamboozle here, I would probably go for the Disruptor one, just because of how good Disruptors are in this game type. Like, walls are good, yes, but Disruptors are great because the angles, with a little, even not that much bomb range, with a little bit of knowledge of how, where the Rainmaker can and can't go, you can single-handedly just hold off the team from making, any kind of, progress until your teammates spawn,
I think
which is huge on this
Rainmaker,
map.
I agree with that.
Yeah. It really is. I'll go Vanilla Blaster here with a lot of bomb range, and we'll have times where all my teammates die, and they won't make any kind of progress because I'm able to just disrupt the Rainmaker and one other guy, and by the time they actually kind of decant me, my teammates are back. So, but he's gonna go with the vanilla one. Wall's also really good, and Whale's really good in this game type too. Having 2 Whales go into the enemy base while you push the Rainmaker up is almost a guaranteed win.
And if they're all up top or if they're all down low, a killer Whale can pretty much wipe a whole team if you position it correctly.
Yeah, I mean, Whale, of course, is a really good special, never to be underestimated. But on this map and game type, it's really crazy.
So I think I saw Butter on a Splatterscope. I couldn't tell which one it was, but it's interesting that he's not going some sort of E-Leader in this map because E-Leader is just really strong.
E-Leader is good here.
Especially in this mode.
But if he is going Kelp, again, Kelp can get Whales crazy and get him really safely. So that might go towards one of those Whale push strategies. But right now we have a 1v1 situation.
That was a bloodbath. Holy crap, man. There's people dying left and right.
Laughter coming from the other side of the room right now as Legend's going to put up this wall and hopefully get this person out of his base. Yep. Teammate's going to get the kill there.
That was a great distraction right there. So now they just need to try and get top mid control, but those disruptors are really suppressing his team.
Yeah, and as a weapon, like this with a wall, it can be kind of tough when you're disrupted because you really can't do anything. If you throw your wall, you're completely out of ink, which you don't want to have happen. Yeah. But they are able to push up. The disruptor does not throw a disruptor. Well, he gets Legend anyway, but he didn't throw one at the wall that would really mess him over.
Are you sure you're not playing on the other team right now?
I'm getting too critical of disruptor weapons. Nice assist right there by Legend, putting a Bamboozler shot in on that enemy, making him one shot for his teammate. And nice kill.
Oh, that was a very nice kill.
I think his teammate calls out someone behind him as Legend does a little bit of suppressing fire, and they get the kill.
Perfect kill.
All right, cool. So this is an opportunity for them to push up. They got a couple kills. Unfortunately, he's disrupted, but he has the Rainmaker, so he kind of has infinite ammo and can just kind of keep painting right now.
I do think he grabbed that a little early. They didn't quite have control yet, so this is actually pretty risky.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when you pick up the Rainmaker and can't make a move with it, you just give the enemy team meter, and then you die. Yeah. So you give them the numbers advantage and a meter advantage, and you don't really want to do that.
It's generally best to just pop it and then just go for map control, and as soon as you get it 1 or 2 down, then go for the actual
or
push.
Keep it near pop, that way they don't just run up and take it.
Yeah.
Shout outs to how we lose a lot of Rainmaker games. Yeah, still a neutral situation here. We have some deaths on both sides. Really low score right now, so no team is really in the lead. And get away from the Whale. No, unfortunately, a little bit enemy ink stops them to be able to move to the side.
Even with that death, though, it seems like they still have some map control.
And it's still a 2v2 situation.
Yeah, it's definitely they're trading really well, and they're keeping the main part of the map, which is important.
And unfortunately for SRL, I don't really agree with them picking up the Rainmaker there, because in that 2v2 situation where they had to try to get control for their teammates, picking up the Rainmaker again, going to give them meter, and you're probably going to end up dying.
That was a unfortunate death right
But
there.
if my wall's there, I'm safe, DJ. Yeah. I don't understand.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that death.
You need to get FLC in here to explain it for us.
The bomb was inside of on your side of the wall.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, what is that?
Crap containment.
Crap containment with the Boozler.
On land, nice kill. Don't die to the Rainmaker. Good. All right, you have a wall here.
Oh, he
killed
didn't.
by I think a berry. No, a 10 attack.
No, 10 attack. He predicted him to go up the wall and didn't realize that guy was just going straight for him. So they did get that 1-point lead.
Which is the best lead possible if you look at the exact number. But it's still not a comfortable lead.
This is something I totally see on this game type all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like,
I also see a lot on the Splatoon drinking game, you know, when the team gets 69 points, take a shot.
Yeah. I mean, they got the moral victory right now.
All right, here comes the whale. Nice.
It wasn't perfectly placed, though. They really needed to get that higher.
Yeah, true. Unfortunately, his team was in position. But it did let them push up, and can the Bamboozler get kills here? I'm not sure.
I think he was just trying to paint behind somebody.
Oh, didn't have a wall up, unfortunately. So he's going to get taken out by this 10 attack.
Yeah, as a Bamboozler, you really can't go low. There's just no options for you. You need to stay up high in order to make any sort of pressure on the man.
There we go, cool. Good. Arik, of course, messing something up. I'm going to call him out right now.
I can't see. How can I commentate?
All right, but we got a minute left now, and SRL is going to have to make a move, or else this is going to be a tied-up series.
Yeah, missing those shots was really unfortunate because he was in a great position to capitalize on the Rainmaker if they did get an advantage, like they do right now. They got 3 down on the enemy team.
His teammates were able to kind of make up for that situation right now.
If he hadn't died right there, they probably would already be in the enemy base. He really needs to get up top because he's going to get punished by the same thing he did.
The Blaster's going to kill him, yeah. Ooh, 1 shot in. Trying to go for a little prediction there, but that Blaster's not going to fall for it. He's going to stay back, just keep Legend push. Oh, no, he's going to push up and die. So that might have actually spelled doom for SRL in this match, because with only 25 seconds left and a lot of members of Unknown up, it's kind of really hard for them to make a push, especially with this whale going off, holding them back.
Yep, and they're still pushing it.
Yeah,
so
I'm going to say this is game.
I mean, I'd never say this is game on this map, especially,
True.
but you never know.
Yeah. Ooh, doesn't die to the whale. If I was Unknown, or if I was Legend, I'm sorry, I would just back up right here.
Yeah, he just needs to get up in his base and just rain fire down on people that are trying to push low.
The whale's not, or the wall's not the worst option ever. But
yeah, he can stay here and just wall them off if they try to make a move, actually.
Literally
so that's
wall.
not a bad. That's
Ooh,
not a bad spot.
his teammate covers him from that Blaster.
Oh, he didn't get the hit.
But Splat Bomb gonna get the kill.
Great game.
1 game to 1.
1-1. He just flashing his Rainmaker did nothing wrong shirt. Wow, Day had a great game right there. That Carbon Roller was really slaying it.
Oh, yeah. Who exactly is Day anyway?
I think it's the guy in the nice blazer right there.
Okay.
That is a very
Keeping it
fancy
classy,
blazer.
I like it.
Yeah, the classiest person in the room, probably.
Yep, and next game is Tower Control Urchin. Well, it better be, because that's what they choose. Yeah, Tower Control Urchin.
So this is going to be great for Boo right here. This is,
yeah.
This is a great map for CRB and and the best mode for CRB. So
something that I want to point out about Unknown Day's comp throughout this tournament, because even though they have Boo right now, this is really similar to what they've been doing. You look at this comp, and on paper, it's like this comp can't get map control. How are they going to actually function? But somehow they've done a pretty decent job of keeping everything painted and actually keeping kind of consistent map control here.
The Bamboozler's kind of underrated in its painting ability, especially if you're going the Burst Bomb one. It can cover like a large area pretty quickly, but it can't do like fine details like a 10 attack can.
Right.
So it's not so bad at map control as people think they are, and especially like if they're running Carbon Roller too, Burst Bombs help a lot. So they do have some map control, but if they were running against like a really paint-focused Dynamo, especially in that first game, that really punished them hard. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised to see a Dynamo on the other team, because that's probably what's going to shut them down.
Well, I will say though that he was going to Octobrush that game, and I think that something like a Bamboozler is going to have a decently better matchup versus the Dynamo, especially when he has teammates with bombs like he does right now.
That might be why they're not running it, because they fear that matchup.
Yeah, I saw him kind of mouse over it, and then I think he had like flashbacks and decided against it. But the 10 attack going to push him right here. Going to get a trade. They're traded on land. How?
That 4 frames, man. It was within that 4 frames. So they got the initial disadvantage because they're down 2, but it doesn't seem like they've given up the majority of the map.
Map's
so
not
they're
that blue either.
Yeah, they're still in a pretty good spot.
Legend here pushing up on the left side, which in my opinion is kind of like the safer option. Going right can be a little bit difficult because you have a lot of enemy eyes that can watch you. You have a lot of angles that you can shot from. And another situation here. Legend in a little bit of trouble. A lot of enemy paint right here.
He's running as hard as he can.
All right, Boo's going to back him up here. Legend looks like Legend's going to go up to the left and try to cover Boo.
He wants to keep his sniper safe right now.
He does have Whale right now, so
he
can Whale that tower if he so chooses, which he's going to do.
Yep.
We're getting taken out by something. Can't see through. Shot through the
Nice
whale.
accidental kill right there.
Okay, okay. I'll say that Inkzuka was looking scary, but I forgot he was using the wall one. And as I say that, that's the Inkzuka.
Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a strong push. Especially they just popped a Kraken right there. It's going to get them a little further.
Yeah, and again, looking at Unknown Day's comp right now, this is a map, in my opinion, where being able to brute force your way through this hill area is one of the most important things that there are.
That was a sick kill from Butter right there.
But yeah, Butter with that. Wait, is he going? Oh yeah, he's going unscoped. Yeah. Butter with those unscoped charges, man.
Butter.
He's really good.
It's Butter, man. He can't. I don't even know if he can use a scope at this point because he's so good with the unscope. It's like unfair.
I mean, I just think that he won't on principle. But let's see some Kraken taming with a. Oh, he's just gonna throw a wall and not entertain us. Thanks, Legend.
Not going for the fancy kills.
Gonna get that Octobrush, and he's gonna kill another one on tower. It looks like he had stepped in a little bit of enemy ink.
All right, this is looking really good for them. They might be able to clear this out now.
Yeah, there are teammates respawning, but I don't think I saw any stealth jump on the enemy team, and it doesn't look like they're kind of pushing up. So I think Legend actually can afford to push up a little bit more with his team right now.
Yeah, he does know that there's one more on his hill, and he's not sure that they're in their blows right now. And there's a beacon there, so
that's a little scary because that Octobrush could be anywhere.
Yeah, that Octobrush is probably somewhere around.
All right, he's gonna go ahead and whale that tower. He's lining up with that thing on the top.
Oh,
that's a nice little trick there. And oh my gosh!
Oh, that was a really good opportunity right there, but he couldn't quite pull it off.
Almost. That was a nice little. I just want to mention that was a nice little trick that he was doing. He was looking at the laser beam into the sky to line up his whale where he couldn't see the tower at all. I didn't realize that you could do that from that angle.
I haven't even tried doing that before. I've never even thought to try it.
Yeah, I mean I've done it in other maps and other ways, but not there. My brain just didn't piece that together. Oh, Octobrush nearby. Get out of there, Legend.
I thought he was just going by feel, honestly.
Yeah. And unfortunately for Legend, the Octobrush comes up and hits the right trigger.
Yeah, it seems like they just can't get this Luna and Octobrush out of their hill. And
yeah, and unfortunately, once they have map control, they're going to be able to do stuff like this, and this is a really hard map to get map control back once you lose it.
Yeah.
I don't know if Unknown Day knows how to play Dynamo, or maybe someone can play like a Bomb Rush weapon or something like that, but it would be really nice. Legend almost got the shot in right there.
Yeah, that was almost a nice kill.
Got another kill right now. All right, so they have some down. There's a little bit over a minute left. They don't have to be too desperate, but they do have to do something here to kind of change the tides.
I think it was a little premature to get on the tower there, but if he can get the 3 points, I mean, there's no reason not to. They just need to really focus on map control.
Legend also being pretty smart about how he's operated on tower to avoid snipers right there. Of course, when you stay out of squid form, even though the sniper can see you, you have a much smaller hitbox.
That was 3 dead there too, so they actually are going to get a nice push in here. But
unfortunately,
the from behind.
The wall is going to work against Legend in that situation, being able to have a suction bomb blow up on the back of his head pretty much. But it looks like the tower's still pushing. They might have failed a 10 attack, and oh my gosh, Luna on tower.
That was so scary.
Oh no, Tudos is going to get another kill too, so this is looking pretty grim right now.
Yeah, that was a full wipe right there.
Yeah, I think that was like their opportunity to win, and maybe they kind of were a little bit too antsy to get the lead, maybe put themselves a little bit too risky.
They just didn't think it all the way through and left that one angle wide open.
Yeah, unfortunately no one watches flank on a map like this, and you're just running the risk of someone just coming in and ruining everything.
Yep.
You have to call those things out.
So right now they just need to hope they can get a wipe right here, because if they aren't able to do that, they won't be able to push far enough in order to punish them. And then Tudos here just sharking. He's doing exactly what he needs to do to shut him down.
Yeah, man. It feels like from this perspective, it's like every time Unknown Day gets some kind of situation going, there's just a Luna or an Octobrush that's just behind them that ruins everything.
It feels like my life, honestly.
Crack him on tower. We're on land. Can you tame it? Oh, bomb, bomb, bomb. Oh, another Kraken.
Barely dodged the bomb.
Oh, no. 2 Krakens right there is going to be really hard, but Butter is going to unfortunately have trouble getting up.
Oh,
and,
is he going to do it?
Lock?
Oh, it's 3 down.
Get on tower, get on tower. Oh, my
Oh, my God, they're still moving it.
Get a wall up and hope a 10 attack's not behind you.
Oh, they're still slaying. They're still slaying. How are they doing this?
Ooh, there's the blaster.
They got to kill that blaster. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no. These games keep ending like this.
You know how we said every time they're making a push, the blaster from behind shuts them down?
Oh, man. Within 7 points. Great set so far. Hey, and you know what? If you guys like this set, why don't you tweet this out at Wait, what are we tweeting? Oh.
Tweet the stream out, man. It's just everything. twitch.tv/endgametv3.
Yeah, a lot of Splatoon players might not have this account followed because usually we use other accounts to stream these events. Yeah, but go ahead and look at the top of your browser, tweet this out to your friends, share it on Facebook. I know you guys guys have all kinds of gamer friends or maybe non-gamer friends that would want to watch this. The Smash players have been showing a lot of interest in us, you know what I mean? So even if they're friends that don't play Splatoon, let them know, give us some viewers.
Also use the hashtag DPOTG. Too many letters.
Don't park on the grass. It's right there in the corner.
Yep, just use the initials. All right, Splatzone's
so
Museum.
there's going to be a junior, apparently. Okay. You know what? Junior's actually pretty good on Museum. You know what I mean? It doesn't quite have the range, but his teammates have that range, and it does a pretty good job at painting uncontested ink, which happens a lot on this map, actually, unlike a lot of maps. And then you can throw the splat bombs up top. If you get up into their spinner, you get that bubble. And if him and Boo stick together, or him and Legend stick together, you either with Boo, you get like a Kraken bubble back-to-back kind of thing, where Boo can overextend with the Kraken and get a bubble handed to him right as it ends. Or he can really help Legend out by giving like a bubbled long-range weapon, which is like really, really scary to deal with.
Also, it's going to help them better on map control, especially because all 4 of them have a sub-weapon that paints.
Yeah.
So right now they're actually going to have a much better time painting like the zone and just places that they can be flanked from. And like you said, this is actually a pretty good map for Junior, especially because there's a lot of ledges it can abuse and throw bombs and kind of just like get a situation that's good for it. And with bubble, it can just forces you into zone, so they can't completely wall you out.
Yeah, and something that I say a lot that a lot of people don't understand about some of these closer range weapons like Aerospray and Sploosh and Junior and stuff is that, yeah, they can paint a lot in turf war, but in ranked matches, you really can't paint when that area is contested. But like I said, this map has like really large areas to the left and right where a Junior can get some uncontested turf to get back some map control and get a quick bubble, which is really nice.
So right now it kind of seems like everybody's looking in different directions, and I'm not really sure what their focus is right here.
There might be a little bit more focus to the right side of the map while Legend just kind of makes sure that they don't get flanked. But he's not really applying any pressure on enemy players specifically, so maybe he can get a kill up here. Ooh, almost a kill on Butter, just don't get shot.
Yeah, that Echo let Legend know that he can take this position free, and it's perfect position for Bamboozler on this map.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and back up, let Day push up with that Junior, who may be near bubble, I can't tell. But Legend does have the Ink Strike, so again, if he uses that Ink Strike to help a player that's pushing up in front of him, he can really help. If Boog is able to get up top and he uses the Ink Strike to help the CRB get into position, that'd be really nice. Unfortunately, this Octobrush is just...
shooting gallery right here.
All right, the Ink Strike goes off. Looks like it's going to Ink Strike zone. There's a Zuka going off. Let's see if we can not get killed by that Ink Zuka.
Yeah, it seems like their setup's actually pretty strong right here. They're letting the Bamboozler just deal with anybody coming drop, and he can still pressure mid pretty well.
Yeah, it looks like Boo, Locke, and Legend both kind of like have an area of the map that they're controlling, while the Junior kind of floats around and helps out whoever needs help.
Oh, and that's 3 down right there, so they're going to get... this is going to get down to close to the end if they don't... Don't Bork on the grass doesn't make a huge push here. They're going to.
So if the Legend is stopping Butter from pinning his teammates down, that means his teammates are free to kind of do whatever they want. Butter is like, a good sniper is the one thing on this map that just stops you from being able to do what you want to do. He has to jump back. I think someone else died. Other people are spawning.
Yeah, that Ink Strike secures it as well. Yep, that was a great game for them.
All right, 2-2, going to game 5.
One of the 3 games 5s we've had so far, I think.
Yeah.
This is the second.
Yeah. Not every game in pools was a 3-0, but there was only one game that went to game 5, which also had Boo in it. So.
I was watching that, and that was awesome. That was one of the best sets I've seen, actually.
And I kind of expect a little bit more.
You can tell that they are hyped right now, especially Legend right here. He is just ready.
Yeah, they had a really nice game. Getting momentum going into Game 5 is always a great thing.
Yeah.
Granted, it's been going back and forth, but a lot of those games were really, really close, and this was the first actual kind of landslide. Not landslide, but
that was
a landslide.
That was definitely a landslide. And I think what they learned is that map control comp that they just went for is so much better. That having 4 bombs like that with 2 chargers, they just won the neutral just hands down. They had
that was a
total dominance in the neutral.
Let me double check what the map is right now, because that also might influence what the best comp is. It's going to be tower control bluefin. So I think it's not smart to go wall, but they've been having a lot of success just having all these bombs and getting the map control, and I don't think that it needs to go wall.
I think
so he stays it.
I think especially if Locke's going the custom E-leader here. I
You
feel
know,
like
and Day's going to go ahead and play 52, so they're going to have the wall without forcing
Yep.
Legend to give up that map control.
I don't know that I agree with Lock on the custom. I feel like
I
they
don't
really
either.
need those burst bombs to help
The
them with
burst
the match
bombs
control.
is
They
going
need
to help a
everything
lot.
they can get.
The you know, and like they don't really need the Kraken that much. They have Boo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Boo just maintains his Kraken, which he can because he always goes special saver, they can use Boo for the pushes and just get like a more solid game going into that. And then also, like, you know, he could have echoes if he had the other one, which is really good. You know, the echo pretty much helped them take the, you know, get the map domination last game. So let's see how it works out.
Yeah, they might be just trying to let Boo slay and then focusing up like everybody else on the objective.
Yeah.
So that he can,
If that's true, I can see them wanting to use the E-leader to push tower and Boo to just be Boo.
Wow, he's going in hard with this Boozler right here.
All right, pushing up on Butter right now, and ooh,
Wow,
Butter with
what
a
a
really
shot.
nice peek shot, man. You can't like taunt Butter like that.
You could not even see him, and he got that kill. That was amazing.
Yeah, Butter's so good at those peek shots, man. He's really good at it, and he's going a version of the E-leader that just has that advantage, and he just, you know, he uses his weapon to every aspect he can. Unfortunately, Legend's gonna get flanked right here. Yeah, he's gonna get killed by this shooter. 2v3 situation, not too good though. Tower's still being pushed. Tech kind of dancing on tower right there. I think Boo got some people. Yeah, they have Boo just setting up right now. So, you know, honestly, if Legend just makes sure that Boo doesn't get flanked right now, Boo could probably just solo everyone who tries to get on this tower.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they're going to be able to break this, but they also still have people below them, so they're probably going to be prairie dogged right here for a little while.
Yeah, as long as they just don't let themselves get wiped and they just try to take as much map and paint as they can, they should be fine. It's just that they can't get too antsy trying to get out of here.
Oh, Taman with the Kraken! Oh, he does it! So now they got a little bit of breathing room to get map control, but he does get flanked or shot by the tennis egg right there.
Yep. Tentec gonna get taken out, revenge kill, 2v2 situation, enemy on tower, which could actually be good for Unknown Day right now, because if they can kill the vulnerable tower, and Boo's gonna trade with that CRB in the background. It's a 2v2 situation. They should probably get off of tower, but oh no, Legend's gonna be taken out by the Tentec, and that's not good. That's very not good, because I think his teammate died too.
Yeah, they aren't quite ready to push the tower yet, so that's pretty okay for them. Yeah, they really need to focus on map control.
Yeah, it's really not good for their momentum either.
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, unfortunately, there was two people there. He kind of got baited by Tudos' teammate, but Tudos is going to get revenge killed. 2v2 situation. Unfortunately, Locke has to use his Kraken, but there's still almost 3 minutes left in the game. So, you know,
I'm surprised Tudos didn't go Luna Blaster again, because he actually did really well with that.
He might not like it on this map.
Yeah, it must be. I just feel like the bombs are so useful on this.
Tentec going to run up there.
Oh, this push is going to go deep. They keep slaying. Yeah, they're going to get this down to 20 or so. Minimum. Oh, maybe not. Somebody go clutch. Oh, yeah, it looks like Day got a couple good kills.
Yep. You know, if you probably had a wall in just the right spot when everyone tried to push up in the same area, you probably could have just gotten a really easy multi-kill. And now, for the first time, we see Legend on the tower with most of his team alive. 3v3 situation. Can get this kill here? No, he can't, so he might want to actually just prairie dog tower over here.
He sees that beacon, but isn't killing it.
He might be trying to bait it, so let's hope that doesn't come back to bite him.
Yeah, that must be what's going on.
Yeah, I think he's just going to get rid of it. Or weaken it?
It did die,
do the beacons recover health points over time? And oh no, this is looking like a good situation.
They're making a good push here. They're 1 point away. Are they going to be able to get this lead?
Oh no, should not have gotten off tower. Oh,
go Legend clutch!
Oh, there's a blaster.
Legend is doing magic right now. Oh, he couldn't do it!
Day's going to get on tower.
Oh, that's a full wipe. Oh,
no,
man.
That's really unfortunate for Legend jumping off tower to fire off that ink strike, because if he just stayed on the tower, he would have gotten the lead. Maybe not aware of the amount of points he needed to win. Maybe he thought there was more.
Well, I mean, he was doing all the right things there, and as soon as he realized they had gotten knocked off tower, he got right on and was living as long as he could. It's just people dying around him so much that he just got hard targeted.
Still a minute and 14 seconds left. You know, Unknown just showed us that they're capable of making that push. And Ingsu could be in use kind of early on right now. So if Legend can get this kill, his teammates can kind of get some control, or maybe he should just kill tower or get that kill.
Yeah, get a nice kill.
Another Ingsu going off. Legend gonna do the
you can juke them now.
The on-land dodges. Look at this tower push. Already down underneath 30 points right now. This is going to be really hard to come back from, especially from a comp like this.
Yeah, Tudos made a really good juke right there. He wasn't anticipating him going in on him. So they got it all the way down to 28. This is going to be really hard for them to turn around.
All right, but the last 30 seconds are about to show up, so now it's time to play objective. Nice kill on
nice
square
kill.
right there. All right, Legend moving up. If he can do something crazy to Butter right now, he could really put his team in a good position, not having an E leader to stop him from pushing.
Yeah,
at least he's distracting him.
They also had 3 down there, so I'm not sure why they're not moving a tower. They really need to get it going.
Yeah. Ooh.
A 10 attack there.
Tudos is going to jump in. Legend's going to get the kill
Oh,
on Tudos.
perfect kill.
He's going to Ink Strike where Butter is probably to get him out of there, and he might be able to help kill the CRB. He's jumping to tower.
Yeah, they're not actually on the tower right now.
Oh, no. He didn't actually jump to tower, gets punished for jumping in, and that is going to be the set. Unknown Day is going to go down the loser's bracket, and we're going to fight Don't Bork in the Grass, a.k.a. SRL, after these initial matches.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to play him now. That was a great set to watch. It was very hype.
Really cool. And it's also nice to play a variety of teams, you know what I mean? Because we played on the, you know, of course, Boo wasn't on the team, so, you know, granted, it's not exactly the same roster they were playing with, but it's nice to play a lot of different teams, you know what I mean? Because one of the things that made me sad about Squidstorm was, like, we didn't get to play SRL. You know what I mean? So it's like,
the team
it's
that
cool
won,
to be able to play them this time.
play.
Hello, Internet.
Hi.
All right, so now I assume we're going to have the other round 1 black.
It's like GOT2 versus Stratosphere.
So
GOT2 versus Stratosphere is going to be the other side of the bracket. So we have Get Kraken, or Got Kraken, I'm sorry, merged with 2 Moons, so it's GOT2.
Yep.
And Stratosphere, which I believe... Where's Wolf at? How can you tease like this? He's just in the corner playing Pokemon again. What a nerd.
He's not even playing Smash.
Wolf is just a character, man. I walked like 10 minutes in like the cold Seattle air to get coffee, and it's like, hey Wolf, come with me and go with Hitzel, and he's like, why? He's like, he's getting coffee. He's like, I don't drink coffee. He's like, go anyway, and he's like, cool. And then he just complained about how cold it was the whole time. It's like, I live in Texas. I'm not used to cold weather. I'm like, I live in whatever.
I live in Michigan and I hate cold weather, so I mean,
yeah.
This is actually warmer than Michigan was.
Yeah, this is warmer than New Jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I'm really close to the ocean, so it gets like colder where I am compared to everywhere else. And I'm like just far enough away from the ocean for it to snow a lot, but but cold enough for close enough to be cold. But isn't that like the best?
Yeah, that's one of the greatest things. Where did you even get that?
I was trying to find a Christmas present for my girlfriend, and I was like in an arts and crafts store, and just in the middle of all these like wicker baskets and beads and like thread and stuff, there's just this, and I'm like, it's lit, and I had to get it for Wolf.
It's lit.
I was actually there with Kevin too, so I might not have gotten it if Kevin wasn't there, but since Kevin was there and it was a meme, I just bought it.
I mean, I would have saw it and been like, all right, Wolf has to have that now.
For anyone who doesn't know, Kevin was the guy who came to Squidstorm with me that pretended to be one of Dude's fans and just acted really creepy. Dude. So, which is one of the best things ever. Just because Dude pulled a prank on Perps a couple months ahead of time, so he had to get him back. And Dude didn't know how Kevin looked.
Yeah.
Although he knew who he was, so it was just we just had to do it.
Yeah, the way the story was told to me, it just sounded like he was trying to be like a creepy stalker.
Yeah, that was a good set, man.
Yeah, that was a great set.
You know, you thought that I've had situations like that where you think that you have to get off the special because you don't realize how many points you have to get, and you don't realize that there's only 1 point left. 1 point.
One point.
It's all right. We lost to Boo because of that.
Yeah.
On Flounder tower control, I jumped off tower to kill Boo, and then I didn't realize that I was 1 point away from winning. I thought I heard like I heard a sound.
No, Hitzel!
I heard a sound that was like I forget exactly what the sound was. Like I got on tower and like I saw one of the notifications and it makes like the kind of like sound when something happens with like a change in control, and I thought that meant we gained the lead, so I just jumped off. I was like, yeah, we got the lead, and like I traded with Boo. I'm like, sweet, and then it's like everyone's like yelling
and
at
we
me.
were
I'm
just
like
no.
It happens, man. Sometimes you got to make those split-second decisions, and just a little bit of misunderstanding or just a little bit of a misread and.
Yeah, and when the adrenaline's pumping, it's just like sometimes stuff just doesn't work.
There's Butter. Butter is a good-looking man.
Yeah, that is the Butter.
That is the Butter.
The one person with a truck here that has been thoroughly abused.
Yep. He's the only one here who doesn't have to order an Uber, so he's the man of slightly revealing shirts, that Butter.
Yep.
Him and 1-2Q.
Yeah, him and Q, they like match half the time.
when 1-2Q joined my server, I gave him the role of wife beater, and he was like, "What do you mean?" Oh, I get it.
All right, so it looks like we're going to be taking a break for 5 minutes as we get the next match set up. So
enjoy the music.
Yeah, enjoy the sweet music.
We go and
I'll try and convince him to play some Anime Gucci.
Oh, dude, I got you.
All right, he's got me. We're going to do it now.
All right, cool. Love you guys. Now we awkwardly wait for
we're gonna
Eric to
awkwardly
close
wait,
down things after we already say goodbye. This is really like awkward. Like when you say goodbye to someone, you think you're gonna walk opposite ways in the hallway, and you walk the same way. That's kind of like Eric operating the stream.
Yeah. I mean, that was my high school life.
He still hasn't fixed it. All right, there we go.